Hi students. Industry summary is very important for your examination because commercial acumen is a skill that the examiner tests in the students. If you observe in this case, the AT football club, initially the student needs to understand how it is regulated. If you observe, the country in which we are operating is Thailand, and it is very clear for all of you. In this country, there is an association called the Thailand Football Association, which regulates the football sports. Now, if you observe, there is something called the Thailand Football League, which is their domestic Premier League, and also they have domestic football matches as well. Now, if you consider this Thailand Football League, this has two gender categories. The first gender category is males, and the second gender category is females. So I believe this is very clear for the students. Now, if you observe in the male category, there are three divisions. The division 1 is the best, the division 2 and division 3. And in each division, there is 18 teams. And generally, in the division 1, the top three teams will be qualified to the Continental League, which is the Wokian Football League, because we are in a continent called Wokia. So it is Wokian Football League. And then from Wokian Football League, there is something called World Football Association, which is also a regulatory body. For instance, it's like FIFA in the real world. Now, there are some regulatory challenges that the student needs to keep in mind when you're writing answers. Now, students, just to clarify this, in page number 3, you have this industry body. Because please keep in mind when there are international expansion, when there are any sensitive proposal, you have to always ensure whether these bodies may accept it. SFA framework, I believe that is very clear for you all. Please don't forget to mention these bodies, especially the KFA and the KFN. And then students, if you observe, the 17th rank and the 18th rank team will be relegated. That means they will be transferred back to another division if they underperform. And the two best team in the D2 will come forward. So this is how this league operates. And also, just for your understanding, there is a technical word they have given called financial fair play rule. Now, this is a industry regulated calculation which they have managing in order to prevent clubs becoming bankrupt. Now, students, coming to the next one, the females. Now, in females, you only have two divisions. One is division 1 and division 2. And similarly, they have 18 teams in either divisions. And then there are something under 18 teams as well, where they are youngsters, they are youngsters. Now, this is how this industry operates. So you have to be very, very careful when you are effectively giving solutions in the exam day. Especially understand the process, especially understand the regulatory body. And the next thing you have to be a little bit concerned about is the industry incomes. Now, if you observe, one income they have effectively mentioned is prize money. Then the second income they have effectively mentioned in this case is the ticket sales. And students, you have to understand we have a constraint here because our stadium has less capacity. And then the match day income, it is also based on the capacity inside the stadium. And then the next one, if I'm not mistaken, is the transfer fee. That is when you are transferring a person from your team, or when you're buying someone, you have to pay This is the transfer fee. Income from other activities like marketing, promotion, broadcasting, merchandise. So many are there. So one is the television. Then they have own television, which we don't have at the moment, but certain people have. And they have academia also. They have the football academy also. In that also, the the members needs to pay money. And then sale of merchandise, because that is also a very, very important thing. Merchandise and the advertisement. These are very, 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 very important. So if you observe very clearly, coming to our situation, we are currently ranking at number 8. The rank of our AT is number 8. 80 is number 8. And we are having the risk of going down. And we need to make sure we manage our finances properly as well. So this is how this structure works out. Please remember the body. I'll just highlight it so that it will be very easier for you all. One is the KFA, KFL, then Wokian body, and the World Football Associations. So please keep in mind, in exam, they may give you questions on international expansion, cryptocurrency, initial coin offer. You have to make sure whether these bodies may interfere when you're buying someone anything. So please remember these bodies. So thank you very much, students. All the best.